Hey everybody, James Stone, President of NorCal Guides and Sportsmen's Association, coming to you live from Fresno at the Pacific Fisheries Management Council meeting. The Management Council process is underway for salmon, and we have the process where the review for the 2023 ocean fisheries was read out loud on the council floor today. And they started talking about the management, the abundance forecast across all of the Pacific Ocean for all of Washington, Oregon, California, and Idaho. The numbers are now in the record, and each of the states were kind of advised over kind of where their allotments would be and what possibilities would be in the season setting process. And so everyone has now formally turned in their first round of alternatives for the sports sector in California. We turned in 3 alternatives according to the numbers of abundance and escapement in the forecast. We turned in 1 round of alternative A with a range of dates that we knew that would go over, but we wanted to have it modeled so that we could show how much impacts are actually out there. And then the second alternative that we sent is only, I believe, 6 days in July. And then the third alternative is a closed season. So these are 3 alternative options. These could change at any time throughout that process. I promised everybody that I would at least do a live update on Wednesday, and we just got out of all of our meetings, and I wanted to at least leave a message for everybody so that they can understand this process and how this works. So from there, tomorrow, if you go to pcouncil.org, you'll be able to see these 3 alternatives. They'll be printed out by tomorrow morning, and then you can start looking at the impacts and the amount of fish that are out there. The most constraining factor that we actually have this year is the Sacramento low abundance. So the NOAA guidance said from the federal government, they said that we had to manage the fishery to 180,000 fish minimum for escapement. So as soon as you open up the fisheries model, it kicks in 205,200 fish for the river run size, and that allows for the river fishery, for the inland fishery, as well as ending up with the final number at 180 for the escapement. And so that's how we know how many fish are out there total. They say that there's 213,000. So basically you've got about 8,000 fish that are broken up. And now those fish have to be divided first between Oregon and California. And then once you have the California sector and the Oregon sector, then Oregon breaks up between their commercial and recreational fleets. And then the same thing happens in California. As of right now, there's not much meat on the bone. And so there's very low abundance with being our major constraining factor. There are more fish in the Klamath that are actually available in the model, but we can't access them because we can't even get to those fish because the salmon that is the most constraining is the Sacramento fall run low abundance number. If we had a higher abundance that was, 400, 500, 600,000 fish right now, obviously it wouldn't be a problem, and the Klamath would be the constraining factor. But actually this year, after doing the initial modeling, that's where we're at. So I personally will be working as hard as I can tonight and tomorrow and the next few days, trying to go through the model practice and try to look through options and trying to find opportunity wherever we can, and working with everyone that's here. Remember, this is a public process, so if you want to show up, you can. You can come down to Fresno, to Doubletree, and you can go to the meeting conferences, and you can attend these meetings to where you can give public comment, and you can listen and follow the process and try to understand it. I will say it is a very complicated process. Every day you learn something new, and I've been here for 6 years. I think that it's really hard to always explain these over just a fast video Zoom for everybody. I'm not planning on doing a long one tonight. I'm almost done tonight, but I just wanted to at least let you all know that we turned in the 3 alternatives. If you're just joining, I mentioned it in these videos of kind of where the sport dates were. There's not much opportunity out there, you guys. There's a few days for the, a week possibly for the maximum allowable time that I think that even the model will allow. And we haven't even got to the point that then, once we get through that process, then we have to go talk to CDFW and vet the law enforcement part, and the same with ODFW. They'll have to vet their law enforcement of whether they can enforce that type of season. And then we have to go to the scientist, and then we have to talk to the CDFW scientist, and we have to say, can you vet this season because of CPUE, which is catch per unit of effort? And that also is something new that you are going to probably hear me mention more later this week. And what that means is that when you have such low abundance, you have such short amount of time that we can actually open up according to the model, that when I open that up in the model, it basically shows that we will only catch a certain amount of fish, because it's assuming that, you know, the season is constantly open. It doesn't know that if we only open for like 4 days, that it doesn't know that the season was closed the rest of the year, except for there was no impacts. And so those short-term openers have had a higher catch per unit of effort. And we know that looking at the commercial fishery, because the commercial fishery has been beaten down from hundreds of days on the water just a few, 10, 15 years ago to, less than 100 days on the water. And then it got all the way down to where it looks like we're talking, small opportunities. We were closed last year. There is still a possibility that this fishery gets closed this year as well. So I just wanted everyone to know that we're trying as hard as we can. We're working at possibilities. I know Oregon turned in their numbers. California's turned in their numbers. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., you'll officially be able to see all those at pcouncil.org or follow us along. I will be doing another live video on Saturday night, giving you kind of where my final thinks, where I think that we will be at when it comes to all three alternatives, 1, 2, and 3. As I mentioned, that closure is a possibility, and it's in alternative 3, and I see that as a possibility. So, but currently the model is allowing us to have access and to get some days open, and so we're doing that, and we're trying to see what that looks like. And so hopefully we'll have some more data and information for you all from there, and I will talk to you all very soon, and you all know how to get a hold of me if you want to send me any comments. I mean, I know everyone wants to fish, so if you have something that's very important that you need to get to me, of course, you can email me, jstone@ncgasa.org, or you can always reach me at 530-923-9440. Thanks, everybody. I hope you're all doing as well as you can, and hopefully you all are out fishing while I'm at meetings and trying to see if we can have a salmon season. So we'll talk to you all real soon, and thanks for all of your support. If you're not a member, please go visit ncgasa.org and sign up today for $20. Thanks for all the support, everyone. We'll work hard for you. Talk to you soon. Bye.